I thought I was alone in the woods, but then I found the note. So this happened a few months ago. I still don't know if I can fully process it, but I need to get it off my chest. I'd been hiking alone, trying to escape the chaos of city life. I picked a trail that was a little off the beaten path, hoping for some solitude. It was late autumn, so the woods were a beautiful mix of golden leaves and the chill of the season. The further I went, the less I could hear the sounds of traffic or people. It was just me, the trees, and the occasional bird call. It was peaceful, too peaceful. I was about 3 hours in when I realized I hadn't seen anyone else. No other hikers, no signs of life. I didn't think much of it at first, figured it was a quiet day. Maybe people were avoiding the cold. But then I came across something weird. It was a small clearing, nothing special, just a patch of open ground. But in the center, lying on a moss-covered rock, was a folded piece of paper. It wasn't just any paper. It was thick, old, and yellowed with age. Someone had clearly put it there on purpose. I was hesitant at first, but curiosity got the better of me. I picked it up, unfolded it, and read the note. You're not alone. There are more like you. They're watching. I froze. My heart started racing, my mind scrambling for an explanation. Who would leave a note like this in the middle of nowhere? Was someone playing a prank? Or worse, was there someone out there? Someone who knew I was here? I turned around, scanning the trees, the shadows. But there was nothing. No movement. No sign of life. I folded the note back up and stuffed it in my pocket, deciding it was best to head back. Maybe I was overthinking it. Maybe it was nothing. But then, as I made my way back down the trail, I kept hearing noises. Not normal forest sounds. This was something different. Footsteps, crunching leaves, just barely behind me. I thought it was my imagination at first, but the sound grew louder, closer. It wasn't the wind. It wasn't an animal. Someone, or something, was following me. I started walking faster, then running, heart hammering in my chest. I kept looking over my shoulder, expecting to see someone there, but there was nothing, just the empty woods. When I finally reached the edge of the forest, I turned one last time, and that's when I saw it. A figure, standing just beyond the trees, watching me. They didn't move, didn't even blink, just stared. I didn't wait to find out who they were. I ran all the way back to my car, got in, and didn't stop until I was miles away from that trail. That night, as I was locking up at home, I pulled out the note again. Something told me to take a closer look. I unfolded it carefully and saw something I hadn't noticed before. Small, almost invisible writing on the back of the paper. The watchers are closer than you think. My heart stopped. I suddenly felt cold, the hairs on the back of my neck standing up. I didn't want to believe it, but the next day, when I checked my phone, I found a new friend request from a profile I didn't recognize. The name was unfamiliar, but the picture, it was of the same figure from the woods, standing in front of the same trees I'd just left. It wasn't a coincidence. I haven't gone back to that trail. I've deleted every social media account I can find linked to that name, but it keeps coming back. The figure watches me in my dreams, and I hear those footsteps again when I'm alone. I've realized now that I wasn't alone in the woods, and I'm not sure I ever will be again.